you could ask any Latin American leader any question in the world, what would it be?
Well, it would have to be, is he perfectly behind Jesus Christ as strong as we are with God's name on the money? Would be my first question. In world peace, in answer to world peace, and God created the world, we all behind God and Christ here. Is he with God and Christ being put on his money? Might be a good question. I don't think I'd asked it, but I'd asked if he was perfectly behind God and Christ as we are.
Okay. This is Brandi Lou Johnson, back to you. Hi, if you guys could ask any Latin American leader any question, what would it be?
I think I would ask, what's the number one thing that you're going to do to help stimulate your economy in Mexico?
Okay, and you?
I would ask, why are you guys so good at soccer?
This is Brandi Lou Johnson coming back to you. If you could ask any Latin American leader a question, what would it be?
Why don't you help the economy to help out?
Okay. This is Brandi Lou Johnson, back to you. If you could ask any Latin American leader any question in the world, what would it be?
Help out with jobs. We need jobs for people. I know a lot of people have jobs and stuff, so you could make more jobs, company, hire different people.
Okay. This is Brandi Lou Johnson, back to you. If you could ask any Latin American leader in the world any question, what would it be?
Why did you guys stop doing anything about the drug war? There's a lot of drugs coming in and out. You guys are supposed to have security, but you guys let all that happen. So what could you guys do to figure that out? That's it.
This is Brandi Lou Johnson, back to you. If you could ask any Latin American leader in the world a question, what would it be?
Why does he think America is okay for them to come over here and send money back to his country without taxes, without us having to pay for anything? That's what I would like to ask him.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is Brandi Lou Johnson, back to you. If you could ask any Latin American leader any question in the world, what would it be?
I would ask them, why is there so much drugs, and why aren't they stopping them? And also all the violence. There's too many violent people out there. Nobody does anything about it. And I think that'll be it.
Okay. This is Brandi Lou Johnson, back to you. If you could ask any Latin American leader in the world a question, what would it be?
Why are the tacos so good?
This is Brandi Lou Johnson, back to you. If you could ask any Latin American leader in America a question, what would it be?
How come they don't have wage control? It's very important. That's why all the manufacturers come to Los Angeles, and it's harder for the people in California to get their products made. So if there was a wage regulation like minimum wage in the United States, it'd be a lot easier.
Okay.
Don't you think so?
I think so. This is Brandi Lou Johnson, back to you.
Do you have
If you could ask any Latin American leader in the world a question, what would it be?
How come it's so hard to keep the, oh my God, I lost it. Wait a minute. I'm sorry. What's it called? Legalization, when you come in and to get your papers done? Immigration. Yes, it's so hard to do that they end up sneaking over here, getting shot, doing the whole, under the border thing. I think it should be easier on both ends of the border and everybody be a lot happier. Very cool.
All right. Well, this is Brandi Lou Johnson, back to you. If you could ask any Latin American leader in the world a question, what would it be?
Oh, I want to question them because the economy is very bad in all the world. But I want the growing all the economy for all the poor countries, and they get very good, better life for the poor people. And about my food, it's very good food. It's Mexican food.
I agree. It's very good.
Thank you.
This is Brandi Lou Johnson, back to you. If you could ask any Latin American leader in the world a question, what would it be?
Well, first of all, I like to let Latin people know and all races know that we are the same in our sight of God and that we should come together as a people. And plus, we should use love instead of hate towards one another. We should also try to discriminate the soil from the cultivation of the earth and use the earth plentifully and use it usefully, and also respect ourselves and respect our ladies from waist up instead of waist down. And children also that has leukemia, bless those children and give them good health. And all universities and hospitals find the best medications, which is herbs. Also, I would like to let you know I'm a professional entertainer. I do music, I do stuffed animals for kids, and I love all races of people because, like I say, we all the same in our sight of God. That's the best I can do right now, and I wish I could do more. I wish I could sing a song for you, but it's not even about that right now.
Is there anything else that you would like to ask the Latin American leaders?
Why don't y'all give these people the raises out here working hard in the sun right now? Also, help us with jobs and try to bring a unification for us business and help us to relocate ourselves as homeless people down here, Latin and white, black, brown, green, yellow. You know, help us and the police department keep them from harassing us so much for little small things that's unnecessary to have taking taxpayers' money. It doesn't make sense to me. So as far as Latin America is concerned, they are my favorite people, and I love you very much. May God continue to bless you.
This is Brandi Lou Johnson. Back to you. If you could ask any Latin American leader in the world a question, what would it be?
Well, the first question I would ask him, what would be the favorite idea for him to move out on as far as helping his people, not just his race, but people. People, I mean, is of all colors, because Latin is one thing, Spanish is another thing, American is another thing. If you come to us, would you start motivating the money in the system instead of just motivating the money with just a politician? Will you start being a better politician than what you've been? Because they need help, and we need help right now as I speak, sir. And I know you understand what I'm saying. And that goes for all Latin American people. That goes for all races of people. Why do we have to suffer? Why do we have to go through the consequences that we go through? It doesn't make sense since we're out here in the world together, since we're in America, and one of the richest countries in the world. Why do we have to go over to Gaddafi and Saddam Hussein and have fought and fight with them with military that we need the money for here? We don't need to be using the money wastefully over there bombing and doing dumb things, just like the earthquake that just happened in Japan. God can do the same thing here if we don't straighten our lives up. If we don't start being leaders like leaders are supposed to be. If you're going to be a leader, be a leader. If you're not, then let somebody else take your plate. Let somebody else take your place. We can vote you out and put somebody else in because you're not doing the prospective job that you should do. Not even 80%. It should be at least 95% or 90%. Now, these people out here are wasting their energies trying to help us, and you are not listening. So if you start listening, maybe through your observation, if your ears the same time you give your mouth, you might learn something. So I advise you to obey and observe what we're saying, because this is not a story, this is real. Thank you, and may God continue to bless you and your people, man.
Is there any other questions that you would like to ask the leaders of Latin America?
Yes. Since the government, the United States and Washington, D.C. has a tendency to want to help people, let the money float among all people, especially the people that's out here suffering, people that don't have jobs, people that are searching for jobs and have education and can't use the education, that have certificates from different colleges and not using them. People that want to work, people that want to do, don't want to be on drugs, don't want to be out in the street. What about these people? Why don't we pool our resources together and come together as a people and be people? And let us love one another, as I said before, because that's what God is, if you're into love.
Thank you. This is Brandi Lou Johnson. Back to you. If you could ask any Latin American leader in the world a question, what would it be?
Why are you guys so darn beautiful? That's it.
Okay. Is there anything else that you would like to ask?
No, not at the moment.
Okay. Well, this is Brandi Lou Johnson. Back to you. If you could ask any Latin American leader in the world a question, what would it be?
I would ask about Mexico, how we're going to improve travel and tourism over there, because it's such a beautiful place and it's getting such a bad rap right now. I love visiting, so I want more people to come, and I believe in Mexico. So I would wonder how we're going to get a better rep going.
Okay. Thank you. This is Brandi Lou Johnson. Back to you. If you could ask any Latin American leader in the world a question, what would it be?
I think that if I were to ask a Latin leader a question, I would ask, what would really make your people happy? How could the world support the Latin nations in being happy nations?
Okay.
Okay.
Do you have any other questions for the Latin American leaders?
That would be the one question I'd ask.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. This is Brandi Lou Johnson. Back to you.